Have you ever been like up late at night and you go down this total internet rabbit hole?
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? You're
definitely.
laying in bed and it's like 3 in the morning and you're just staring at the ceiling wondering like, what in the world do my dreams mean?
Totally.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
And, you're probably searching things like, why are dreams so weird? Or even, do dreams actually have like a purpose?
Mm.
Well, today we're going to deep dive into some of those dream theories with our expert guest here.
I'm excited.
So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
One of the biggest theories out there is that dreams are really just our brains like processing everything that happened during the day.
Right.
What do you think? Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, absolutely. The information processing theory, it's like one of the most important things in dream research.
Okay.
You can think of it this way. Your brain, it's basically like a computer, right?
Hmm.
And during the day, it's just soaking up all this information, all this data. And then when you're asleep, it's like it's going through all that data, it's putting memories together, it's making connections. It's
Interesting.
almost like when you defrag your computer's hard drive.
So instead of my brain just like resting when I sleep, it's actually like working overtime,
Exactly.
trying to organize everything that I experienced that day.
Yeah, and what's really cool is there are these studies that show that if you dream about something you're learning,
Oh, wow.
you actually do better at it later.
So it's like practice.
Yeah, so those dreams might not just be like random replays,
Oh,
they could
really?
be actually helping you learn and improve,
That's amazing.
right?
Okay, but what about those dreams that are totally like out there?
Yeah.
Like they have nothing to do with my day.
Yeah.
They're just bizarre and strange.
Right.
What's going on there?
Well, your brain isn't just dealing with facts and numbers and stuff.
Right.
It's dealing with your feelings too.
Yeah.
That's where the emotional regulation theory comes in. Dreams, especially the ones that are super vivid and like emotionally intense,
Oh, yeah.
those might be helping you work through feelings that are hard to deal with when you're awake.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Right.
Because I've noticed that if I have like a really stressful day,
Mm-hmm.
my dreams are definitely more intense.
Yeah.
They're way more emotional
That's super common.
and way more vivid.
Yeah, the parts of your brain that handle your emotions and your memories, they're super active during REM sleep.
Okay.
And that's when you have those really vivid dreams.
Okay.
So those like bizarre, emotionally charged dreams,
Mm.
they could just be your brain's way of working through those really complex feelings.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
But what about those dreams where like you're being chased or you're falling?
right.
I feel like my brain's trying to give me a heart attack.
Yeah, those are the ones that make you wake up like, huh.
Right.
So there's something called the threat simulation theory.
Okay.
And it says that those anxiety dreams, they might actually be like an evolutionary thing. Way for our brains to practice for like real dangers, but in a safe environment.
So you're telling me that my nightmares are actually preparing me for like real life threats?
Yeah, in a way.
That's both kind of reassuring and terrifying at the same time.
Right.
But okay, so my brain is busy simulating threats.
Mhm.
Then why are some of my dreams just so random
Yeah.
and just completely disconnected?
Uh,
I mean, I once dreamt I was flying through space with a talking giraffe.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Like, there is no real life scenario for that.
Right, right.
What's happening there?
So that's where the activation synthesis theory comes in.
Okay.
And this theory says that during REM sleep, your brain is firing off all this random neural activity.
Interesting.
It's just like going crazy.
Okay.
And your waking mind is like always trying to make sense of things, right?
Mhm.
So it tries to take this random brain activity and turn it into a story.
Oh.
So sometimes that story makes sense and sometimes it's a talking giraffe in space.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
So it's like my brain is a movie editor, just like taking all these random clips
Totally.
and trying to make a movie out of it.
Yeah. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's just totally weird.
No wonder dreams are so weird.
Exactly.
So if some dreams are just like random neural firings,
Mm.
can dreams ever be a source of like creativity or problem solving?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
A lot of researchers think that because dreams are so free-flowing and unconstrained,
Okay.
they can actually lead to like breakthroughs that our conscious mind would totally miss.
So like we're two in the box during the day
Yeah, exactly.
to think of these things.
Have you ever heard of Auguste Kekulé?
No.
He was this famous chemist, and he said that he figured out the structure of the benzene molecule because he
God.
dreamt of a snake biting its own tail.
Hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Some of our greatest scientific discoveries
I know. It's pretty wild.
might have come from dreams?
Right.
That's incredible.
It's because when you're awake, you're limited by logic and reason, right?
Right.
But in dreams, those rules don't apply. Your mind can make all these crazy connections and explore possibilities that you would never even think of when you're awake.
So it's like a whole different way of thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fascinating.
That's why some people think dreams can be really powerful for solving problems.
Okay, so we've got dreams helping us process information, regulate emotions, rehearse for threats, spark creative insights.
Yeah.
Is there anything dreams can't do?
Well, they probably can't predict the future
Okay.
or tell you what the winning lottery numbers are.
Gar-
But one thing they can do that might surprise you is they can reflect your waking life in really weird ways.
Like how I sometimes see familiar faces in my dreams or places?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's called the continuity hypothesis.
Okay.
And it says that dreams aren't totally random. They often use pieces of your experiences, your worries, your relationships from your waking life.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay, so if dreams can reflect our waking lives and tap into, like, our creative potential, does that mean that we can actually, like, control them?
That's a good question.
Like, I've heard about lucid dreaming,
Yeah.
where you're aware that you're dreaming and you can, like, direct the dream.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, lucid dreaming is totally real.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing. It's like you're stepping into your own virtual reality world.
Wait, are you saying I could potentially, like, direct my own dreams?
Yeah.
That's like straight out of a movie.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
But research shows that lucid dreaming is linked to even more creativity and problem-solving abilities.
So it's like next level.
Yeah, just imagine you could practice public speaking, confront your fears, or explore new ideas all within your own mind.
That opens up a whole world of possibilities.
Yeah, it really does. And it shows just how complex and fascinating dreams really are.
This has been mind-blowing.
I know, it's pretty cool stuff.
So for someone who is just starting to explore the world of dreams, what's the most important thing to keep in mind?
I think the most important thing is that dreams, even though they can be mysterious, they're a really important part of being human.
Yeah.
And they give us this unique look into how our minds work.
Right.
Whether they're helping us process emotions or put memories together or even explore creative avenues, there's way more to dreams than meets the eye.
So the next time I wake up from a weird dream, instead of just like brushing it off,
Yeah,
I should maybe like take a moment and think about what it might be trying to tell me.
exactly. Pay attention to the emotions, the themes, the things that really stand out to you.
Okay.
Your dreams might be trying to tell you something important about your life, your fears, your desires, or even like your hidden potential.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Well, I've definitely learned a lot today.
I'm glad.
This has been really fascinating.
Me too.
So thanks for joining us on this deep dive into dreams.
No problem. It was fun.
It was great to have you.
Thanks for having me. It's like having a therapist that lives in your head.
That's a really interesting way to put it.
Right.
You mentioned stress dreams earlier.
Yeah.
What are those exactly?
So stress dreams are basically nightmares that happen because of anxiety or stress in your everyday life.
Oh, okay.
And they usually involve like failing or being chased or feeling trapped.
Yeah, those are no fun.
Yeah, not at all.
Like imagine you're worried about work deadlines or problems in your relationships or money problems.
Right. Yeah.
All that anxiety, it could totally sneak into your dreams.
Yeah, and it can really mess with your sleep.
So if someone is having a lot of stress dreams, could that be a sign that they need to pay more attention to their mental health?
It could definitely be a red flag.
Okay.
Studies have shown that there's a strong connection between stress dreams and things like anxiety and depression.
That makes sense.
Those dreams can make you feel even more exhausted and anxious during the day, which just makes everything worse.
It's like a vicious cycle. So what can someone do if they're having a lot of stress dreams?
Well, the first thing you should try to do is figure out what's causing the stress in your life and try to address it.
That's easier said than done, I think, for a lot of people.
I know it's not always easy, but even little changes can make a big difference.
Like what kind of changes?
Well, think about adding some stress-reducing activities to your day, like exercise or meditation or spending time in nature.
I'm a big fan of mindfulness and being outside.
Me too. It's so good for calming your mind.
It really is.
It's also important to have a relaxing bedtime routine.
What do you mean by that?
Like, try to avoid things like caffeine and alcohol before you go to sleep.
Okay.
Make sure your bedroom is dark and quiet and cool, and try to go to bed and wake up at around the same time every day.
So it's all about creating a sense of calm and routine.
Exactly.
Hopefully that'll lead to more peaceful sleep and fewer stress dreams.
Right.
But what if you've tried all of that and you're still having nightmares?
Yeah, if you've tried those things and you're still struggling, It's a good idea to talk to a doctor or a therapist.
Yeah, they can give you more personalized advice.
Exactly. They can help you figure out ways to manage your anxiety and sleep better.
That's a good point, because sometimes we all need a little extra help.
Absolutely. And remember, good sleep is really important for your mental and physical health.
It really is.
And who knows, maybe if you take care of your stress and get enough sleep, you'll even unlock some hidden creativity in your dreams.
Now, that's a nice thought.
Right.
We've covered so much ground today. It's amazing how much our brains are doing while we're asleep.
It's incredible, right?
We talked about memories and emotions and creativity and threats and even lucid dreaming.
It's a whole world in there.
It really is.
And even though we still have a lot to learn about dreams, the research shows that they're super important for our mental and emotional and even physical health.
I think we should really embrace dreams instead of just dismissing them.
I agree. They give us such a valuable look into ourselves.
They really do.
If you pay attention to your dreams and think about them, you might even learn something new about yourself or even find solutions to problems you've been having.
That's a great point.
And each dream is totally unique to the person having it.
Right.
There's no one right way to interpret a dream.
So there's no, like, dream dictionary?
No, not really. The real meaning of a dream comes from what the symbols and emotions and experiences mean to you.
That's fascinating.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of dreams, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
The next time you wake up from a dream before you start your day,
Yeah.
take a minute to really remember it. Write down the images and feelings and symbols that stand out to you.
I like that.
You might be surprised by what you learn about yourself.
It's like a little message from your subconscious.
Exactly.
And who knows, you might even feel inspired to create something new based on your dreams.
That's a great way to put it. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
It was fun talking to you.
It was a fascinating conversation.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us, and sweet dreams, everyone. It's amazing to think that even with all the research out there, we still have so much to learn about dreams.
I know, right? It's like this whole other world happening inside our heads.
Totally. And it feels like every time we find an answer, it just leads to more questions.
It definitely keeps things interesting.
It really does. So for anyone listening who's just starting to pay attention to their dreams, what's like the biggest thing they should remember?
I think the most important thing is to realize that your dreams are unique to you. There's no single guidebook for interpreting them.
So like different symbols could mean different things for different people.
Exactly. The symbols, the emotions, the people in your dreams, they all have their own special meaning for you.
So it's not about finding the perfect dream dictionary.
Right. It's about figuring out what your dreams mean to you.
So what's the best way to do that?
Just pay attention.
Okay.
The more you pay attention, the more you'll start to see patterns.
Like recurring themes or symbols?
Yeah, exactly. Those are often clues about what's going on in your subconscious mind.
So it's like learning a new language.
That's a great way to put it. At first, it's all just gibberish. But the more you immerse yourself, the more you start to understand.
And I bet it takes a lot of patience.
It definitely does. Don't get discouraged if you don't understand your dreams right away.
That makes sense.
Just keep paying attention, keep a dream journal, keep exploring, and you'll be amazed by what you learn.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on.
I agree.
We've given our listeners a lot to think about tonight.
Definitely.
Who knows? Maybe they'll even have some amazing dreams of their own.
I hope so. We've learned that dreams are so much more than just fleeting illusions.
They really are.
They offer a window into our inner world, a source of creativity, a playground for our imagination, and a constant reminder that there's always more to learn about ourselves.
This has been an incredible journey into the world of dreams.
It has.
Thanks again for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
And to everyone listening, sweet dreams.